Hello and welcome to the channel. Jamie here from JAYP Cars. Today you join me with my latest purchase, this Audi S4 B6 Cabriolet. I must admit, not usually a fan of convertibles, but I bought this because I got it for what I believe to be a reasonable price. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the car first, and then I'm going to let you have a little bit of time to work out what you think I purchased this for, and then I shall tell you what I bought it for. So when I saw this listing about 20 minutes up the road, the first thing I noticed were these wheels. They really do match in with the wing mirrors and all of the chrome surrounding the car. I believe that these wheels are probably worth about half of what I paid for the car. And if you know your wheels, that may well tell you how much I may have paid. So this S4 has a 4.2 litre V8 and it's naturally aspirated, and it does 0 to 60 in about 5.9 seconds. This roof does not come down. So obviously coming into the summer, that is a bit of a deal breaker for a lot of people and something I'm going to have to fix. One thing you're all going to be wondering is whether the chain rattles. As far as I'm aware, it's not too bad. So the guy said that he had heard a little bit of rattling, just a little bit, every now and then on a cold start. I asked him to not start the car for the whole day so that when I came up in the evening, I could listen for the rattle, and there was none. The MOT was only 2 weeks long. And I know, and usually it's because the car is knackered, but I've had a look underneath it. It doesn't look too bad. I'm hoping it's going to be okay. I think it's going to pass. I'm crossing my fingers. Unfortunately, the guy that sold it, he had issues with his dog and he spent a lot of money on the dog's surgery, so he was looking to unload the car. Obviously, a lot of you would have noticed the S4 plate, not worth a lot of money, maybe a couple £100, but it does kind of just make the car look a little bit newer than it is. I have also gone around and polished the headlights because the headlights were pretty cloudy, and I shall put a bit of a video over the top of this to show you me doing that, but they look much better. I did give the car a bit of a wash, but it was very, very bad. I'm not a very good car washer. I'm so lazy with it. I hate washing cars, but I just wanted to get some of the seagull rubbish off it because the seagulls have been pooping all over it. Blemishes here and there, but overall, it's actually not too bad. It's more just light cosmetic. Arches a little bit in the back here, but underneath feels fine. Yeah. That's not great at all. Radio doesn't seem to want to work for some reason. And this is the rarity, I think. It's a manual. When I looked on Auto Trader, there's only one S4 Cabriolet with manual, and it was a B7, not a B6, and I think that's quite rare. And also, considering it's 22 years old and it's only done like 95,000 miles, I think this was a bit of a steal, and I should get into what I paid for it right now. So for this S4 Cabriolet, I paid £1,600. And for just 1,600 quid, I think that is a good buy. I reckon I could get half my money back on the wheels, put another set of cheap wheels on, and then I've got an S4 cab for £1,000. Anyway, enough looking around the car, let's go for a drive. So here it is, the £1,600 Audi S4 B6 Cabriolet. I'm really enjoying this car at the moment. Having a manual V8 is brilliant. I don't think I've ever had a manual V8. I think I've always been automatic. I bet this was probably one of the cheapest ways to get into an MOT'd running driving, and probably going to pass the next MOT manual V8 Audi. I must admit, it doesn't seem to get very much MPG. I reckon it probably gets about 14. The fuel gauge seems to absolutely fly down to 0 anytime I put my foot on the floor. Thank you, sir. Let's put my foot down. 7,000 revs, 40, 60. I think it's got 340 horsepower. I don't know the torque figure. I didn't bother looking. I just bought it. The guy I bought it from, really nice and genuine, told me about all the issues. He showed me different issues that wasn't even on the ad. He just said, look, it's got this, it's got this, it's got this. And he just said, as long as it goes to a good home, he's quite happy. He had it up for 1,750. I just asked him, what would you be happy with today? Take it away right now. He said 1,600 quid. I shook his hand and said, thank you very much. And I think that's what it's all about, isn't it? When you're buying any kind of car, if the seller's honest and you're honest with the seller, I think people are going to have a good deal. So what my plan is for this Audi S4 is to change out the wheels. So 1,600 quid, matey bought the wheels for like 1,500 quid with the tyres 2 months ago. Then the issue, sadly, with his dog meant that he had to try and free some money up. And it's a position that most people get in at some point where you have to just sell something you don't want to sell. He was very gutted to be selling this, but he's happy it's come down to me. And hopefully, I'll look after it. If I can sell the wheels for £800, then this Audi's cost me £800. You know, I chuck a couple £100 set on with decent tyres, hopefully keep them Audi, preferably not an aftermarket if I can help it, and it will look the part. It'll be £1,000 cost to me, you know, add in like insurance, tax, etc, etc. Oh no, it's mullered. Maybe sell it in like a month and a half, 2 months time after I've fixed the roof issue, just in time for summer. It is now the beginning of June, and maybe I can sell it for like 2.5 grand and, you know, double my money on it. That'll be a nice little touch, and I would have enjoyed this. You know, the thing is, this kind of thing is getting rarer and rarer now. Manual V8s for that kind of money isn't very, very easy at all. And I'm hoping that it isn't that kind of money because it's but realistically, I think this car will be absolutely fine. I don't have any real issues with it. I think back in the day, this probably would have cost you like 40 something grand. It's probably equivalent today of like a 60 grand car. And I got it for 1,600 quid, so I'm quite happy with that. It's got less than 100,000 miles on, only at the 95 mark. I told my missus I'm not keeping it. I said, I'm not gonna keep it. I need to, the whole point is to sell the wheels, put some cheap wheels on, sell it with an MOT and I make a bit of money. And I promised her I wouldn't keep it because realistically, it's got terrible MPG. Not very practical at all. It's a cabriolet, it hasn't got any space for the stuff that I need, that's why I've got the van. But we'll see, I might keep it for like a month or so and just see how it goes. You know, but then again, no, don't, Jamie, don't. You'll just end up with more cars. So I've just sold, as part of my 30-day reset challenge, I've just sold 3 cars that are lying around in different varying states of bits and bobs. So practically all the money that I made from that, I have now put back into this car. Which I'm not mad about, you know, I'm not mad about. It's better to have one working currently car than 3 broken cars that are just lying around taking up more space. So I'm not overly mad with myself. And I do think that I can make a bit of money from this car. It's a nice looking car, you know, the usual kind of bits and bobs here and there with the paint. But at the end of the day, no major dents, maybe a little one here in the driver's door, which I didn't notice when I bought it, to be honest. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in the next video, and I will be looking at fixing this car after the MOT. Thank you very much for watching. See you later on. Cheers, guys. Oh, please do subscribe as well. Really appreciate it.